Hello, everyone. Thanks for finding my channel, Arcadia Collective, and thank you for anybody who's returning. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the stories that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you, but then like the next message doesn't, then leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever they find you is when they're meant to. Hi, hope everyone's good. Let's see, what's the astrology going on the next few days? We've got the new moon going into the crescent moon in Capricorn. So we're going to be sensitive about our financial futures, career stability, and long-term sustainability of our work. We're going to be sensitive about that. That's where the moon is our feelings, intuitions, rhythm, cycles, things like that. We're going to be looking at maybe bringing up I don't want to say like bringing up old things, but when you think about those things that Capricorn is in charge of, which is, like I said, our career and our work and everything, we're going to probably be looking at it a little bit deeper. Like, for instance, am I going to be able to grow financially doing what I'm doing right now? Or working for who I'm working for right now, in the conditions I'm working for right now? Is this going to elevate me in in my worth? That's the very Capricorn energy. Is this going to elevate me in my worth by continuing in this manner? Mercury is in Sagittarius until December 1st. We are going to be vocal and confident about foreign affairs, people, personal philosophy, learning, and truth. Sag is the centaur, shooting his arrow of truth. It's an expansive sign and drives our desire for new experiences, people, ideas, and acceptance. Mercury is the communicator and ruler of the free flow of information. We will not all come to the same truths, though, and we will need understanding when communicating with other people. Sagittarius does not suffer fools, and especially with the Sun and Mars in emotional Scorpio, tempers might be high and words might fly that will hurt, offend, or change those relationships. This will continue as the moon enters Aquarius on the 18th, and Aquarius is the humanitarian, but its higher frequency air turns its focus to large groups of people, the community, the social circle, and global organizations. There will be sensitivity in these areas. Like all air signs, Aquarius can seem cold or unconcerned, but they are the opposite. They are very concerned with people and communication. But I think they feel that dealing with people one on one is draining and inefficient and frankly boring. Venus is chilling out at home in Libra in the sixth house of health, nutrition, work environment, and pets. So many of us will be attentive to chores in our home, self care, which is very important, and pet care, and how we decompress. This energy cooperates well with lucky, expansive Jupiter and rebellious Uranus placed in Taurus, the younger earth sign that covers home environment, security, relaxation, sensual pursuits, and the stability of maintaining the home. So we're going to go to the tarot and find out what areas we are going to be needing to focus on the most as the collective with these energies going through the skies right now. We're going to do the DIY deck. I've really been enjoying how these lay out. They are already shuffled, so I'm just going to wake them up a little. I don't shuffle on camera because it's loud in the microphone. Just wake them up a little. That felt good. That felt good. All right, they're ready. So we got the top one is like the crowning energy, like what's on our minds, since that's at the top, what's on our minds. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for the middle. Okay, see how this works. I'm sorry if it's dark. I'm losing light by like 3:30 in the afternoon here. So every light in the house is on. I know it doesn't look like it. The windows are open. I mean, there's like no more sun anymore. So I apologize if it's dark, but oh wait, maybe I can adjust the brightness here. 1 second. Oh, it's pretty bright. There, that's a little better. Okay. There we go. Usually I get that all done in the pre-shuffle. I record like the sound check and everything, but it was lighter a half hour ago. So we have the root issue. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, right? We have your mind space. That might be interesting. Oh, message from the divine. Draw from the divine wisdom oracle deck. Do I have a divine wisdom oracle deck? I don't think I do. I I'll do the ancestors and angels for that one because I'm not sure the divine wisdom oracle deck is out. Oh, okay. I'll read that in a minute because it's got a swear on it. Inner mood, feeling, and feelings being hidden. Oh, that's the moon energy. Okay. And the middle is what's pushing you forward. Okay. Divine Wisdom Oracle deck. I'm hung up on that now because I don't even remember having a deck like that. I have the Angels and Ancestors, the Celtic Lenormands. Oh, maybe it's in my box somewhere, but I'm not going to dig it out. So we're just going to do the Angels and Ancestors when we get to it. Okay. Now, the one that I didn't want to read out loud. All right, I'll just show it. Okay. You're going to have to read it for yourselves. Who's that? Which is who's the salty ASS hoe in your vicinity and what does she want? I know I shouldn't have said she, that's gender biased and I should have done that. But so I'll just say they. Who is this trifling ass energy in your vicinity and what do they want? I'm going to figure that out. This sounds like it's going to be a fun one. 1 second. So my chair is kind of broke and it keeps sinking. So I keep having to adjust myself back up. It is so annoying. I apologize. It's going to be on camera a couple times. I can't do anything about it. I would have to buy a whole new office chair and they're way too expensive. So let's do the fairies first. The fairies are 4D energy, which is one vibration higher than us, one vibration lower than source, the divine. So they're going to tell us what energies are coming down from above and how are they working with it to bring that energy down to us. So fairies, hello, everything's shuffled, wake up. Can you, they feel sassy. They feel sassy. Can you please clarify and elaborate the root issue? Yep, He's still here. This one came out, the trickster. He's still here. He came out when? In the last reading or the reading before that? Dang it. I told you they were feeling sassy. The root issue is that there's an M80 in the toilet. That's how I describe him. Look at him. He's just itching to cause trouble. Okay? But the thing is that it's little chaos. It is little. It's little. However, it's like needed. It's needed. Uh, let's see. Yeah, because he's breaking old patterns. So I just got the visual of like this little fairy gnome on a river that's been frozen. And in order to get the water to flow freely again, he's going to crack it along the way. He's going to just with a little hammer, and he's going to make cracks along the way so that can break up, the whatever's blocking the flow of things. It's breaking old patterns. Little chaos and new perspectives. Creative chaos, take the risk. So yeah. But to me, he always has this energy of causing a distraction. Like I said earlier, the M80 in the toilet. He just kind of like a prankster. He just lights it, drops it, and books it. And that's how I feel his energy is working. He's gonna drop a little bomb, a little firecracker into our lives, and then he's gonna hightail it out. Who's that ish? Who's in our energy? Who is salty? And what do they want? Oh, nobody. We got the maiden. I'll come back to that. Let me deal out the rest of the cards. Your mind space. Mind space. Okay. That's inner thoughts and stuff. And again down here, inner mood, feelings being hidden. So this is what we're mulling over, and this is how we're feeling about it. Okay, what are we mulling over quietly? That one jumped. It is the Singer of Healing. Healing deep wounds of spirit. Healing on all levels. Restored and renewed love. Oh, are we feeling nostalgic for a lover? Feeling nostalgic for a lover, but knowing we need to heal from it. That's what's on our mind in the background. Inner mood and feelings being hidden. Fairies. Okay. Unity, the source. Holy crap. This is slowly turning into maybe a love reading. Spiritual mystical union, bound chicka bound bound on the cosmic plane. That's powerful shit. Cosmic energy boost, oneness with source, spiritual mystical union, high energy. All right. Source. This I heard it, I heard them say the call is stirring. The call is ringing. The phone is ringing. The phone will be right there. For anybody who had young ones about 10 years ago and had to sit through the Wonder Pets, that's for y'all. Source is ringing the goddamn phone. And since it's inner mood and feelings being hidden, it's like we hear it, but we can't say it. Some of us might want to really make some big moves in order to align more with our divine path, because that's the call. But we have to, in our mind space, we have to work things out about. We've got healing to do from the past, but this is telling us that we're going to be restored. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic love. This is deep love of self and source, and that's very high energy. Um, and it's funny that it comes out right next to this really playful card. Who's that itch? You know? But the maiden is on it, and she's beautiful and joyful. And this is new moon energy, which we're in right now. Message. Oh, yeah, message from the divine. Oh, did they? Okay. Are you sure? Oh, they want me to keep that from the fairies. So, message from the divine. Fairies, clarify and elaborate. What's the message from the divine, please? The journeyman, which is Fool energy. Independence, travel, honing our skills, implementing what was learned, untested concepts but willing to learn. That's very Sagittarius energy. That learning new concepts and stuff. I like that. It's Fool energy, so it's like he's at the jumping off point, which maybe we all feel like we are. That I think that what is. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'm parched. I think that the message from the divine is that we are at a jumping off point right now. And yes, we can see that what's going on globally. I am not going to try to go into politics. I'm also not trying to push this towards romance or twin flame soulmate stuff either. Y'all know how I feel about that. But I will read however the cards want me to, no matter how I feel about that. What's pushing us forward? That's a good one. Fairies? Oh, damn. The topsy-turvets. This is... Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not as bad as I originally... Like, oh, damn. No, it's not that bad. What's pushing us forward is the fact that if we don't, everything's going to be the same. Okay, this is a change of viewpoint card. Look again. You're not seeing it. You're not asking the right questions. You don't. It says, "What is real?" So we'll look at this card. I hope it's the lighting. Okay, this card is this way, upright. It's the same upside down. It's the same on the back because it's actually the background of the deck, and it's the same switched around. It's no matter which way you look at it. It's the truth is the truth. I'm sorry if that's kind of mesmerizing people, but yeah, if you kind of look at the faces, you see this face now. Watch it when I turn it around. There's still that face. See? Either way you look at it, change how you look at it. That's incredible. So what's pushing us forward? The knowledge that something has to change. We've got to look at this again. How are we going to change this? What's a perspective I haven't looked at this problem from yet? You know, what actually is the reality? Because one of the key words on here is what is real? What is reality? What is the reality about our situation? If this is so, since moon is in Capricorn, and I was saying we were going to be considering our career and job, what can I look at from a different perspective that might better the future? You know, so many of us right now, and I am not faulting anybody because that's just the way the world is right now. So many of us right now are concerned with this month. What can I do to get through this month? And now with the holidays, what can I do to get through this month and have a Christmas? You know, we're all very stressed right now, and we're just kind of thinking of how we are maintaining. But we have to try. We have to try to, a piece of us just step aside and look at, okay, while I'm handling this, how the hell am I going to prevent this from happening in the future? Maybe not even prevent, because you can't really prevent change in life. Things are going to change. But how can I prepare for the future? How can I make sure that if I come across another hardship in the future, it's not going to break us this time? You know, we have to look at a change of viewpoint. Oh, that didn't make sense. On the bottom, we've got, it'll be the retriever. We've got the rar and the soul shrinker. Yeah, I don't like the soul shrinker here. Good thing his energy's kind of way low in the thing here. The soul shrinker is just um like a real negative energy. I always think of him as like the brain eating amoeba from The Simpsons. So like I'm not quite versed on that, but it just seems to me like there's just something attached to us that just is draining little bits just by its energy. You know, not even that it's not even that it's, I don't want to say it's taking resources or money or time. It's just gnawing at us. Like this card says, malice, gossip, curses, the evil eye. And then it's reminding us that thoughts can manifest, so make them pure. It says right speech and right thought. I just get a very breathy down your neck kind of energy from this dude. I mean, he fills up the whole card. He's in your face, you know. I don't think this might not be a person in our midst. It could be our own negative talk to ourselves. But I do like these two cards here. We've got, it'll be the retriever, which is returning of lost hope, dreams, and keys for the future. And the rar is wild energy, wild enthusiastic energy. To me, this is like chariot energy. I hear the revving up of a jet engine when I see the rar. There's no movement yet, but boy, is it about to pop, you know? This almost feels like a relay race to me. I don't know why. It's like he's coming back from the past with this ball, and the rar is ready to run with it, you know? Maybe it goes like that. It's like he's passing the baton. You see how that looks? It's like he's picked it up from the past and he's passing it to the rar so the rar can take off with that energy. So hopefully whatever Ilby's bringing back from the past is good. But with this soul shrinker here, it just doesn't feel good. I feel like maybe a meddler. Remember the meddler came out a couple readings ago. The Bodak came out. I wonder if something from the past isn't going to try to come back and be a disruptive energy. It might not even be a person. It could be a situation, a topic. Oh gosh, like a bill we forgot, or it could also though be someone from the past. But thankfully, this energy is kind of off to the side. So to me, it feels like it's energy that hasn't formed yet. So we can be aware of it, but we don't need to like stress about it yet. And I'm going to stick with that and turn them over. So now we're going to go to the Easy Tarot, the Gilded. Hang on 1 second. I need to drink some. And we're going to get some 3D perspective on this. So here we have the root issue, and that's the M80 in the toilet. Something's got to give, I heard. Something's got to break. So please clarify and elaborate on what needs to be broken up here. The root issue. What's the root issue that needs to be uprooted? Uprooted? What's the... Yeah, uprooted from the root. Oh, it's the whole garden analogy from before. Okay, what needs to be uprooted? We've got the Six of Swords, so that's moving on. You need to be uprooted. That's not saying you're going to be. Listen, I don't want to cause any, like, oh my God, I'm going to, need to move. Absolutely, it could mean that. That's for some in the collective, and collective's very big, so this will play out differently for everybody. I'll come back to that. Who's that ish? The salty butt in your vicinity, and what does she want? Oh yeah, it was the maiden, the sweet little maiden. I heard you're that itch. You are. You're the one who's bringing newness and joy and growth to yourself. That's what you want, and that's what the energy you're surrounding yourself with is that. Who's that? Who is that itch? You are, ma'am or sir. You are. New moon energy that's playing out right now. Playfulness, laughter, newness, joy, growth, innocence, and vulnerability. So this is beautiful, pure energy. There is something that there's a nugget in you that is completely pure. And that's what wants to develop. Because we got the journeyman here from Message from the Divine. It's telling you to jump, take that jump. We've got a card saying take that jump. We've got a card saying take that risk, break that ice, break the river. Oh, that's interesting. I used the analogy of him sitting on a frozen river, hammer, like with his little hammer, breaking up the river so that the flow could happen. And look what we have, the Six of Swords, a boat on a river. That's I think the root issue is that there is movement that we want to do. We want to make some changes. We want to move to better things. Of course we do. That's the root issue, is how do I break up the river? How do I, hang on, let me listen. I saw bowling pins. How do I knock down the obstacles so that I can flow freely? The maiden, please. Clarify and elaborate on this newness. What's this new? I feel like it's a project, like a new project. I heard you're the project. Brand new energy. Brand new opportunity. New thoughts. New ideas. Oh, I'm not taking those two. I might take that one. That one came out first, and it's the Page of Wands. Which is... I want that. That's brand new energy. That's Aries. That's the first sign. That's the baby. Brand new. All Aries knows is I am. I am, I see, I want, I know, me. How does this take care of me? That's Aries. And they're fiery too. Man, they are so ready to just barrel ahead. And I see that, I want that, I go there. That's that energy. Yeah. And it's cute that it's on the maiden because the maiden is brand new and the page is an something that is just sparked, you know? Maybe this idea of I can actually make this move and we'll be okay. And that's a brand new idea. Like up until this point, everything was so careful and so tenuous. Is that the right word? When it's kind of iffy. And now we're like, I'm gonna do it. I see it, I want it, I'm gonna do it. We'll do Mind Space, and that is the Singer of Healing. So okay. Yeah, there's deep wounds of spirit here. Yeah, we're not gonna get anywhere if we are spiritually broken. There is deep healing that needs to come from source to us. I feel temperance energy. I feel Four of Swords energy. Um, Please elaborate and clarify the singer of healing on our mind space. This could be mental health. This could be people need to start going to their therapists, talk about your issues, get medication if you need it, join support groups. This is very important self care that needs to happen right now. Okay? In the mind space is the need for deep healing. So please clarify and elaborate the healing needed in our mind space. It's the High Priestess. Sometimes the High Priestess gives me kind of smug energy because her whole shtick is she's extremely observant, she's extremely intelligent, but she doesn't talk about it. Okay, so she's not shady. She's just not forthcoming. But the thing with the high priestess is her knowledge comes from the divine. She is divinely inspired. She is divinely taught. She's divinely protected. She is that itch when it comes to divine knowledge. But she doesn't say it. She's not the teacher. She's like the curator of the knowledge. She's not there to teach it. She knows it. She'll answer if asked, of course, but she's not going to offer anything. This might be, oh wow. So this is how I'm looking at it. There's there's the healing angel, and she's trying to reach towards it. She's going towards it. This is very, very deeply spiritual energy here. But we need this healing in order to be strong enough to go forward, I heard. You see that visual like that? With the healing angel here and the high priestess flying up towards it. This can even be just as simple as a meditation a meditation music when we go to sleep. I mean, these symbols are very dramatic and beautiful, but it doesn't have to play out like that in the energy. It could be simple. I mean, yeah, it could mean a big spiritual awakening for somebody. It could mean just decompressing for an hour before bed so that your dreams can be, you can remember your dreams. You can get those messages from spirit. There is deep, deep healing that needs to happen here. And I feel like this could be with therapists also. Counselors, talk to your friends, talk to your boss. If there's a way that you can improve your situation, talk to anybody you can. Okay? We've got unity, spiritual union on inner mood and feelings being hidden. Please clarify and elaborate unity. Oneness with source. Yeah, I heard calling you back. This is just, it doesn't have to be huge. I want people to not be afraid of this energy when they see it. Because, yeah, these are deep spiritual things, but it doesn't have to be so earth shattering. You know, I mean, hell, some people somewhere in the world might do this inner investigation that we're being called to do privately and heal, and it might change people's spiritual path. You know, the point is that get on your spiritual path and at least start walking. All the paths are going to lead back to the same source anyway. But the path is the point, not the destination, because we're all going to get there when, we're all going to get there. This life, next life, when we die, whatever you believe, there will be a point where we're all going to get back to the other side anyways. How we walk there is the purpose of the divine path. And that's, how we set that in our charts on what we are going to accomplish in this life. And it's like we took a trip, but we got to walk back. That's what we're doing here. We're walking our way back. And on that path, we might change how we want to get there. So please clarify and elaborate unity on our inner hidden feelings. I gotta take it. It's the Five of Cups. This is the regret card. But it did come out in reverse. So I'll read it both ways. First off, I feel like some in the collective are very so the buzzword for this card is regret. But let me think on that, please. There's a feeling of having wasted resources, having wasted opportunity, and having wasted options that were sent from source. Like maybe we were looking for a job and somebody came and said, hey, I know so and so, they're hiring, and we had to pass on it for some reason. That was like an opportunity from the divine, and maybe we couldn't take it at the time. Now we're regretful about it, but there is deep forgiveness here. So I think this is just us beating ourselves up about missing that opportunity. Because while we're in regret, we are ignoring the other two cups behind us. And again, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the love thing. This is the Two of Cups from the card, which means a love offer. The journeyman from the divine, take the leap. Temperance. What did I say? Temperance. That's healing energy. So I heard take the leap to your healing. Yeah, forgive yourself because the divine's already forgiven you. You don't have to be continuously regretting this decision. You're already forgiven. There's already something new in the works. You just have to move towards your healing, and that healing's going to come from source, even though we aren't really paying attention to source because we're kind of bogged down in the regret. It's like, oh my God, oh, it's like, oh God, I'm so sorry. And God's like, for what? You made the best decision you could with the options you were given. Forgive yourself, start healing, and you got to move forward because there's other things coming. And the person here is like, yeah, but I feel so bad for missing what I had. And God's like, heal and move forward, and something else will be there for you. It's being worked on. So the middle one is what's pushing us forward, the change of viewpoint card. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. I'm not going to take them all. We got King of Wands, Hierophant, and the Sun made an appearance though. But Knight of Wands came out. Knight of Wands is one vibration higher than the Page of Wands. So now we have Leo energy here. And then we have the King of Wands underneath, which is Sagittarius energy. So there's a progression here of ambitious energy. The Hierophant is divine contracts. He's the Pope. He's the keeper, preserver, and teacher of divine law. And we have the High Priestess here, which is the and then the Sun, which is enlightenment. It's beautiful. But I'm not keeping these three. On the bottom, we've got King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the World. Interesting. The star underneath. Oh, that's good. Knight of Wands is very lively energy. I'm trying to think of the Leo. Prideful, a little, egotistical, sure of himself, but generous and protective. Maybe that's the position we need to look from because it's on the topsy-turvets, which is a change of viewpoint. And on the change of viewpoint is this strong knight. I heard have confidence in what you see. As long as you see from the soul. Oh, that's harsh. I heard change or be changed. I heard I'm gonna light a fire under your butt. So we're gonna continue on with, oh wait, we're gonna do King of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Cups and the World. Oh, I feel like this is a finality here. So we're being advised to heal. We're being advised to just let go of regret, forgive, heal, move along. And the King of Pentacles is the final king before the emperor. He is the most stable king, but it took the longest for him to make his kingdom because pentacles are the only tangible energy in the tarot. The other three are very ephemeral. You can't touch them. You can't touch thoughts or feelings or the fiery ambition. Those are all felt. But the king is the one that actually brought all that out of the 5D and made it. That's why he's the last one, because it took him so long. So there's something here like people are going to be looking at what they've accomplished, and there's going to be a point where they're going to be walking away from some. It's like all these cups have fallen down and you're walking towards the moon looking for something new, and behind that was the world, which is ending. Like dun dun, that's it. It's done. So I feel like I'm not saying people are going to be walking away from their riches. I'm saying what they thought was their stable financial best, they're going to um, realize that's not enough. And they're going to walk away from something. I'm not saying, like, I'm trying to explain, like, I see what they're showing me in images, but I don't always have the words to describe what I'm seeing. But it feels a positive, like this isn't something that's going to ruin anybody. This is more like I went through all this and I only have this amount to show for it. I don't think I can grow this any more than I already have. I think I've gotten everything I can out of this situation, so I'm gonna have to reset. Um, Even though this king, the King of Pentacles, is very earth grounded, he is looking upwards, which means he's carefully considering what he has, and thinking of how to improve it. And I think the only way we're going to do that is if we walk away from something that did not come to fruition, something about the pentacles that wasn't all it cracked up to be. Oh, I heard, I was just given an example. Like a work contract where they're like, yeah, you can work remotely, don't worry about it, and there's bonuses every 6 months. And then 2 months in, it's like, yeah, we're gonna need you to come into the office. It's like, shit, well, I'm remote. I'm not even near the office. Yeah, we're gonna need you to come in. All right, fine. I'll come in. And then 6 months comes and they're like, oh, we can't give you a raise this time. Productivity and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, well, shit. But the money's still kind of good. Like, it's almost worth the trouble still. But at some point, you're going to look at the stability, the sustainability, the convenience. What is it costing you to have this, you know? And it's some people are going to determine that it's the cost is not equal to what I'm getting. I'm not getting back what I'm putting in. And that's going to be like the final. I have to make that decision, and that decision is going to be made. Okay, we're going to go on to Oda-Mae and get a little more clarity here. Root issue. Something needs to be shook up because you got to move forward. Please clarify and elaborate. The Six of Swords. Knight of Pentacles, but take it slow. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. All the Pentacles are the slowest energy. This dude is practically standing still. And he's carrying that little pentacle that later on is going to turn into this big pentacle behind the king. See? So it's the famous slow and steady wins the race, because the winner doesn't necessarily get there first. The winner is the one that gets there most abundantly, if that makes sense. So whatever we're moving on to, it's going to be slow. but that could possibly be because we're dragging our feet. And we're being very cautious. The Knight of Pentacles is dragging his feet because he's being very cautious with what he's carrying. So that's the root issue. I know I've got to make this move, but I have to be very careful about what I'm doing. Being told to shift gears here for a second. I need to recalibrate for a minute because they're completely shifting the direction that they want me to interpret. So give me 1 second, please. So they wanted me to switch over to love for a minute, and I just had to switch gears. This feels like somebody had a moment of truth, and they took a look at their environment, and they said, this has not given me what I have put into it. This has not grown what I thought it was going to grow. This is not good for this is not leading to a good future. I'm tapped financially. I know I need to change. Someone had a change of viewpoint on their situation. And they know they're making these moves, but they have to do it quietly and slowly. And that's what's taking so long. But it is a divine partner. And they're trying to, I heard validate, but there was a different word there. They're trying to work out how they can do this. And for now, it's just in the back of their minds. It's not like anybody's making any big moves yet, I don't feel, because of the Knight of Pentacles energy. This is slow moving, methodical, meticulous energy. But I believe that the seed was planted and the thoughts are starting to, like, the thoughts are starting to push him forward because we've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, and this is very active energy. Signs we have here, we've got Aries, Leo. Temperance is usually Sagittarius energy, but I don't give the major arcana that much designation on signs. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Also Taurus. Taurus is Taurus is one of the fixed signs. So they're very hard to move. You ever try to move a bull when it didn't wanna? That's that Knight of Pentacles energy. But he's facing the High Priestess, which they gave me the image of the knight, looking at the princess, like I'm going that way. And the High Priestess her energy doesn't say anything. She knows what she knows, but she doesn't need to explain how she knows what she knows. She just knows. And that's something that this person is coming to. I just know that I have to make these moves, and they got to be quiet and they got to be slow. And I think it's because they're so entrenched in their situation that it's going to take a lot of effort to remove themselves with minimal damage. And I feel like over here, this person is regretful because it's like, I should have done this before. I wasted this gift from the divine, but I need to go. Hi, baby. So can we get clarification on the regret, this Five of Cups here on top of Source? Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way? The Page of Wands, please. On the Maiden. That's such beautiful energy. But down here, it's like it's in the works. It's brewing, I heard. It's simmering. It's like, yeah, I see something new and I want to grow. I want happiness and I want it passionately. So please elaborate and clarify the Page of Wands. That's too many. Oh, but they're good. Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. What? Hi. Now she's going to get talkative. Page of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. I heard her moving on up to the east side. Yeah, this person's going to get some real good information, some clarity. Wow. In regards to what their Ten of Pentacles really is. And they're going for it. That's good. Go for it. Okay, now the High Priestess, please, in the mind space. What do we know that we know? We're not going to talk about knowing what we know. And guess what popped out? The High Priestess. There's just too many. Get the wow. High Priestess, Four of Wands. So they're contemplating their home environment, the Tower, the Three of and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this revelation is going to change worlds, and they know that, and they're moving very slow. Please clarify. All right, the High Priestess. And the Knight of Wands again, but it wanted to go onto the Knight of Wands, so how do I do this? I was going this way. Oh. Oh. Please forgive my singing voice, but I heard, you've been on my mind. I grow fonder every day, lose myself in time. Just thinking of your face. I heard that. I heard One and Only by Adele. Go ahead and listen to that song. There is a deep longing for someone here. I also heard there's a deep longing to get back to who I was also. There's a deep longing to renew my fire, I heard. But it's very, very attached to this other person. That I think it's very attached to what the divine partner is doing. They might not even be talking. They might not even be in contact. But the thing with divine partners is you're going to move towards that person no matter what. Because the heart will always drag you back to where you're supposed to be. And sometimes when we're already in established things, we have a lot of regret and guilt that goes along with that movement. But the longer we ignore it, the longer our soul tells us we're in the wrong place. And the Knight of Wands energy is very fiery energy. Somebody's making big moves and somebody's making small moves. And it might even be the same energy in the collective. Like we might actually be, I'm gonna change my hair and I'm going to put the I'm going to put the hooks out for a new job. And the job one's going to have to move very slowly, but, changing something about ourselves, our appearance is going to move fast. And that's that Wands energy. Otherwise, in other parts of the collective, this is two people. One is making moves just to get ahead, and another one's making moves to meet them there. And I don't think either of them knows that the other one is trying to come towards. Let's see. Let's go to Temperance, please. Temperance. Healing from the divine. Yes, please elaborate on temperance. Oh, see, the Ten of Cups sprang again. That's wonderful. I heard at least take the step. Temperance is, they do interpret temperance as healing. I also interpret it as alchemy, which is like the magician energy. So when the magician takes everything he needs and starts his manifesting, the alchemy that takes place from the 5D in order to bring that into the 3D, to me, is temperance. Temperance is the energy of getting everything from the 5D that needs to be brought down with the magician's energy in order to make that tangible. And what is being made tangible but our 10 of Cups? So the divine, this is a message from the divine. It's saying, take that first step with the journeyman. Make the leap. It's being worked out. I'll get back to that. It's being worked out. The 10 of Cups. You're going to be fine. A couple readings ago, it was the goddess was saying, I'm in the good seeds, let me cook. And that's to me what this temperance energy is. It's being cooked. Let the divine cook, but at least make that first step so you can get the process started here for yourself. And what is being cooked up for you is the beautiful 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, love, happiness. Let's see, we'll go down to the 5 of Cups here on Source. What's the regret that's being hidden? The King of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. What did we say was happening in Aquarius? I think is the moon moving into Aquarius in a few days. That's very independent energy, though. It's very cold. Like I was describing before, all the earth signs can be seen sometimes as cold or unconcerned, detached. Um, Libra is Libra's the only sign in the zodiac represented by a machine, an inanimate object. There's no feeling there. It's all logic. Aquarius is high air energy, like high stratospheric air, where the hot air balloons drift. Um, they look at things from a higher perspective. I feel someone say, I'm sorry, but I gotta cut it. And it's going to come across as very cold because they put logic into this decision. That's not a bad thing, though. It's not the King of Cups. It's not, dreamy movie love. This is, excuse me, this is active, intelligent decisions. Yeah, there's not a lot of cups here, but with the 2 cards about divine union and divine healing, and the 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles moving towards the High Priestess, I do feel like this is a divine pair. Can we get some clarification and elaborate on the Knight of Wands here on what's pushing you forward? Ambition. Yeah, I gotta do it. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. I heard just do it. You thought about it enough. You planned for it long enough. You've wanted it for long enough. You've got to make moves to make it happen. That's too many. Are you kidding me? Queen of Swords made an appearance. Let's see if she comes back out. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. I'll take them because they flew out so adamantly. Oh, okay. I don't want to say that. I heard I needed a break and it caused conflict because we've got the Four of Swords, which I think I called earlier when we were learning about the healing, and I said I feel Temperance and Four of Swords. This desire to move on and heal is going to cause conflict, basically. All change is going to cause conflict. All change. Because not everybody is going to be on board with the changes you want to make. You're not here for them. You're here to fulfill your path. You've got to make the hard decisions or they're going to be... Hi, Huey. Hi. Do you agree? Everyone, this is Huey. This is Hugh Mangela, who ignores me all day until I need to get something done. Do you have anything to say, ma'am? I don't think so. You are not allowed to do that, ma'am. I love you, but you gotta go now. Yeah, she wants this time. I think she thinks this is her table. And when I'm on it, I am in the way. So underneath we have the moon. That makes sense with this keeping things quiet in the mind space. We've got the Ace of Wands and Death. Yep, King of Wands underneath. Not bad. So, two ways to look at it is once somebody is enlightened enough, the Ace of Wands again is fiery energy underneath the moon. It's not going to be easy to keep this desire in the dark anymore. And we're going to need to, step back and think about it. It's going to cause conflict. But in the end, death is here, which means this ends now. This is the end. And we had the world earlier, which is the real end. But death is not the end. And death is shaking the Etch-a-Sketch. It's upheaval. It's rooting out the garden of all the weeds so that new things can be planted. That's what this is. So if this is romantic, then parts of the collective are going to be making small moves. Other parts of the collective are going to be really getting down into their healing journey. Other parts of the collective are mulling over a lot of changes in order to get on the path to this 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. I mean, look at this goodness, as if we just pull the trigger. I heard just swing the sword. The King of Swords is here. The Four of Swords is here. Death is here. Swing the sword already. Because we're being told from the divine to take the steps because everything's being cooked in our favor and we're going to reap the rewards. But we're never going to be able to go get our riches if we don't move towards them. So I hope that resonated. I hope it was useful. I hope it made sense. And if it did, and you'd like to leave me a tip, my Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal are all Arcadia46. I would be grateful for anything that would fall in there. Any little tip, I am grateful. That's what I have, everyone. I hope it resonated, and we'll be back in a few days. Thanks. Bye.